Our day started with all sorts of crud as we made our way along I-70 towards Green River State Park. We experienced fog, rain, snow, sleet, you name it. But we were hoping for blue skies ahead.
Here's the hoping for blue skies. There's a little bit. Where we're going. What I got.
Oh, you made a little air block.
Yeah, that's all this is.
How is it? Good.
Yeah, that's alright.
Which one is that one?
But here's the problem.
Mexican. I don't think I got that one.
We used Green River State Park just off of I-70 as a gathering place before we headed into the backcountry the next morning.
Adam finally got the fire going. Good job, Adam.
Well, it was Aaron, we'd still be trying to get it going.
That's a good point.
In the morning, I realized the hard way that when your key fob battery dies, it's hard to get your alarm to turn off. So I woke up the whole campsite for about 15 minutes before we figured out how to turn it off. We had to make a quick pit stop to get a new battery and gas before we headed into the backcountry.
This is a video of Adam putting gas into the car. There's Charity.
Exciting stuff.
It is exciting.
While we aired down and I tried out my new Stone tire deflators, which worked fantastic, we explored an old abandoned building and laughed about the possible uses of it now.
So did you see a meth lab in there?
Yeah. No. But
Are you alright?
stuff in there. Yeah. You could roll up in something and smoke it.
Is that your last one?
Yeah.
You're doing a good job.
Okay.
Our first planned stop of the day would be Crystal Geyser, which was just a short drive away. Crystal Geyser is a rare example of a cold water carbon dioxide driven geyser. Unfortunately, while we were there for the short period that we didn't get to see it erupt, though it does erupt quite a bit.
How often does it erupt?
I don't know. Last time I was here, it was erupting.
Definitely not like Old Faithful. Alright. Crystal Geyser. Somewhat man-made, apparently.
What the hell's that in the middle of it?
It's a pipe. That's where the water actually comes out. It comes out of there.
Why would you
I don't
put
know
a
if they
pipe
were
there?
down here drilling and they hit something.
It's a pretty color. Red and green.
That would be really funny if it went off right now. I would
I'm a little worried about that when
I would certainly laugh.
poke my head over there.
And I would have it on video.
Except for it might melt his face.
But I'd have it on video.
We mounted up our wagon train and headed off to our next destination, which would be Whitewash Sand Dunes OHV area. It was time to sit back, enjoy the views and the ride.
I'm running to it. I know Adam's recording too.
We explored the dunes for a little while, ate a great lunch, and then headed out in search for a great campsite and hopefully some awesome views.
Well, see you later. These two will meet and it'll form an off-the-boat lake right there. But in time, right? In time.
We found an amazing campsite nestled up against the Green River with amazing views in every direction. It also had a nice natural windbreak with the rocks all around us. There was a fire ring right on the edge of the cliff that we sat around and listened to Aaron tell us about the legend of Fang, the fire poker stick.
Value of Fang.
Fang was a special,
Fang was a piece of wood about yay long. About right. And it had two big old nails sticking in one end. Sticking out.
hence the name Fang.
Yeah, and you could take it, you could just
Wham!
into the log, and you could flip the log over or whatever. It was Fang made log fire tending much more
Enjoyable?
accessible.
My most favorite piece of camping equipment that I own has to be this X-Ped. It is incredibly comfortable, and I robbed it out of our teardrop since I wasn't bringing it on this trip so that I would be comfortable in the tent. The only downfall is it takes a little bit of time to get all the air out when you're packing it up. Otherwise, it's awesome.
You're not ready yet, Adam?
What?
You're not ready to go yet?
I'm not getting out of this tent until it warms up at least 20 more degrees.
We're going to see him in April.
April. Yeah.
Once Adam finally warmed up enough, we loaded our wagon train and headed out on our next adventure. Our plan today was to get in some hiking and explore more of this area in and along Crystal Geyser Jeep Road. The road ahead was either moderate or difficult depending on which guidebook you looked at. Since we had to build the road a little just to clear it, I guess the difficult rating would be more accurate.
Yesterday is gone, forget about tomorrow and the ceilings you see right through. Find the moment and make it. Write your headline and raise it to the sky. No one else can create it. Take your banner and raise it to the sky.
It's going to go straight. Start to drop. That side's going to
Watch
come down
that
there.
side.
A little bit.
Cleared it.
Left.
There's only one way out.
Right there. Okay. Great.
Inside a prison view. 10 whispers or a shout.
He's on a skid plate.
Yeah, let's stack you up.
Gunpowder if it's true.
Hey, there we go.
The fire. No one else can slay the dragon sleep.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it. Oh, good. I guess it's my turn now. Documentation of the rollover.
Find the moment and make it. Write your headline and raise it.
Clearance is good. Slow, slow, slow. Oh, you got plenty of clearance, actually.
Very slow. We got to watch the belly. Come down.
You're good.
You alright? Falling down over there?
Okay, you're coming down in front. Watch your belly.
Find the moment and make it. Write your headline and raise it to the sky. No one else can dream.
After tackling the previous trail, we made it to one of our hiking destinations called Secret Spire. Secret Spire was cool, but there wasn't much to the hike. That was not a bad thing though, as bad weather was quickly approaching. We could see it in the distance. We knew the forecast for today and tomorrow would be a little cooler, but we weren't expecting hail snow. Turns out we had to deal with snow and cold for the next several hours, but it made for an interesting exclamation point to the day.
Nice weather.
Collecting a little bit of snow and ice. A good time to eat lunch.
And there's Secret Spire off in the distance.
While I talk with my mouth full.
So, what you thinking on that hike, Otto?
I could probably pass.
The hike is paused.
That's fair. I get it.
Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to sit in this chair. Nah, we're still eating sandwiches.
Oh, I missed. Despite the weather, we decided to push on to our next hiking destination, Dellebaugh Tunnel. This one was about a 3-mile round trip, and once again, we found the weather.
How's the view over there?
Slickery.
Here it is. Here we go. Ooh. Look, yeah, it just pokes right out. Ooh, this is cool. It didn't happen unless you video it. I can't watch my head. It's impossible. Comes out the other side. No. I just brought a gator. Hey.
That's why they play soccer. Snacks and tunnels.
In one side, out the other. Hiking in a mini hailstone pellet storm. Ouch! Ouch! What? Yeah.
After finishing the Dellebaugh Tunnel hike, it was time to find a campsite for the evening. We had increased our altitude slightly during the day, and the temperatures were dropping. Add in the snow, and it was looking like it might be a miserably cold night. The cows looked especially miserable. Eventually, after a few disappointing campsite options and one that would have been awesome except for the winds and weather, we found a good site for the night. It was a little windy at first, but fortunately it died down for the evening. The temperature went down too.
The temperature is a balmy 20 to 24 degrees. And it's really, really cold. But we got blue sky and an amazing view. Pretty good campsite last night, though it was really windy right before bed. And then it calmed down right when we went to bed. So that was good. It's literally so cold right now that I just put a brand new battery in my camera and it's already down to half power, so that's not good. Morning breakfast at 24 degrees.
Right.
They're having eggs and bacon. Charity looks cold.
It's more like charcoal.
Charcoal and bacon?
Yeah.
Campsite number 3, the coldest of the 3 so far.
This was our final day of our trip, and the plan was to do some amazing hikes. Our first was just a mile or so down from our campsite. Gaia GPS showed a nice switchback trail that was going to get us down to the Comet Thrower pictograph panel. Not sure what happened here though, as the trail on Gaia was not correct. As we quickly learned, we weren't getting down this way.
I mean, if we were to do this, we would have to climb down to that ledge and keep going up. And I think actually you're ledging it down. Yeah. So.
You gotta get.
Yeah, there's no way.
Not this way.
Not this way.
Despite not being able to follow the trail down, we still enjoyed some amazing views and then headed off to do the Jewel Tribbett hiking trail, where we sat on a cliff edge and ate lunch and again enjoyed some amazing scenery. We made our way back to the wagon train and headed north to check out Tusher Tunnel. Up until today, we had hardly seen anybody else out here, but now, being a Saturday, we were seeing people everywhere. This was our last stop before we headed back to camp, and we said goodbye to Adam and Charity, who started their journey back home. This was an amazing trip. We definitely had to endure some colder temperatures than most of us were used to. The only thing that would have made it better was if my family could have made it. My kids would have loved all the rock climbing.